But this Kings team, they actually run a ton of handoffs. #1 in handoff frequency, #1 in points off those handoffs.
Keon Ellis and DeMar DeRozan with Keegan Murray back. Domantas Sabonis and Malik Monk. No De'Aaron Fox, his first missed game of the year. TJD rebounding the miss, but then Keegan Murray took it away. Malik Monk had a season-high 31 against Memphis. And Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga going to be reevaluated after 3 weeks with that ankle issue. And TJD unable to finish there.
He did a good job jumping in the body, just wasn't able to finish. But in between the leg pass from Schroeder, you like that action.
Murray had been out for several games, but bottoms of 3. He's now 29%.
Well, they haven't, as a team, they're 24th in the league in three-point shooting percentage. But besides that last game, they really struggled. They've been shooting it well from everywhere else. They're 7th in the league in field goal percentage.
Kings with 1 3 in a row. Draymond an open 3. Battled that out. The Warriors have been firing the last 2 games against Philly and Memphis. When you get 20-plus threes, that's the way to win games. 21 and 23. And so for the Kings, the first 7 points of the game.
Well, they've started off well. They're playing with a lot of pace like the Warriors want to do, getting a ton of possessions, winning possession battles.
Keon Ellis, very good defender. He's become a really good three-point shooter. Draymond another open 3. Draymond 8% from the distance.
They want to give him that shot, but he's going to make him pay, and it started with Steph's double team. Look at this ball pressure. Schroeder on Malik Monk. And that's why you love Schroeder. I mean, what he brings defensively is huge.
Sabonis is such a clever passer. He's been making threes this year. Sabonis ticked iron there, but this was a problem last night. The Warriors on second chance points were outscored by over 20 points.
And the Kings are not a good offensive rebounding team, but they've already given up a couple of offensive rebounds.
After the mid-range, DeMar DeRozan missing, but 3rd offensive rebound early, and it's games in a row.
Well, half their points are second chance points right now. 5 of them.
It's a Draymond three-point shooting contest. I don't know that the Warriors want that all game. This Draymond's 1 of 3.
I think the Kings want that all game, but instead of Steph Curry shooting them.
Malik Monk is a tough cover for Schroeder. Keegan Murray missing there, and there's a defensive rebound. Steph got it. This is the pace Cohen has been talking about. Push it back. Run early, see what you get. You got plenty of time in the shot clock if it's not there right away. Wiggins an open look. Andrew Wiggins. He had that amazing second half after a 2-point first half. Wiggins 22 in the second half last night.
Yeah, that's just split action. Draymond set a great flare screen there, and defender just got held up on that.
DeMar DeRozan is something else. I mean, that's his game right there. The master of the mid-range.
He shot double the amount of mid-range shots anyone else in the league. The second guy is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They actually made 4 threes, though, in their last game against Memphis Grizzlies. They shot 7 threes.
Schroeder missing that 3, so the Warriors get a little 3 happy here. Sabonis is not the shot blocker that Embiid and Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey were the last 2 times the Warriors played on this floor.
They do guard the paint well, though, so that's why you got to move it from side to side, get some long closeouts, attack those.
Malik Monk, such a streaky player. You don't want to see him hit his first shot, so that's good for the Dubs there. Steph in, out, up, and good off the glass.
Filthy!
Knee tendonitis keeping Steph away from some of the back-to-backs. Keon Ellis missing Curry. He's inhaling rebounds here.
Well, he's just fooling them with the ball screens. You think he's going towards the ball screen and rejects it.
Trace looking not to go up over Monk, and that's one where Trace Jackson Davis, he's got to look to the rim. He's scored in double figures repeatedly in the last 10 games.
That's what I was saying last game. He can stand to be a little more aggressive there.
Keegan Murray missing. Now the Warriors are starting to rebound the ball.
Because we watched him at Indiana. Like, he's got some counter moves. He can put the ball on the floor.
Wiggins attacking. Clock at 11. Schroeder and Trace there. Foul line jumper halfway down and out.
The shots aren't falling at the rate they were last night to start, so you got to keep playing fast, keep your pace up, and keep working on this end.
Bonus, all those dribble handoffs, and he's a great roller. He's got great hands, but Steph took it away.
Oh, watch out.
Schroeder spilled by Keon Ellis, and that's going to get the Kings a freebie.
And that's another thing, Doug.
Kuminga out as Steph misses his first three. Is that Kyle Anderson checks in and Buddy Hield checks in. So JK out at least 3 weeks with that sprained ankle from last night. And Buddy Hield, the former King, banking it up and in.
You like seeing Buddy Hield under control, just kind of taking his time, get inside the three-point line, go floater like that. They are letting people crash into Steph after he shoots it. We're kind of used to that. It doesn't affect the shot. They let him do whatever afterwards.
Kevin Huerter is checked in. Malik Monk starts now, so Huerter comes off the bench. Monk on a sidestep three. Bottomed it.
Green had to come and help, and he drew two. That's where the issue was.
Malik Monk's a 35% three-point shooter, but he's as likely to go 0 for 5 and then go 5 for 5, which he did in his previous 2 games.
You got to be careful here. Save the turnover.
Pocket 4. Wiggins right to the bucket. Okay.
What is there tonight? But it's Steph Curry just crossing paths with him, and you make his defender just open up.
Bonus on the kick out. Huerter's a good three-point shooter. Sidestep triple, and he knocks that down. So threes well this year.
Bro, I'm telling you, last game they kind of broke out of it with the 21 threes against Memphis.
They're 4 of 8 in the early going here. Sacramento looks good. Wiggins spinning. Okay, let's just keep doing that. That is very
asleep.
And then this is what the Warriors have done in
Sacramento. And the other thing about this team they've done actually really well the past 2 seasons is transition defense. They're #1 in opponent transition points, #1 in opponent fast break points. They don't let you get out. They get back.
They've been in the postseason the last 2 years, and they haven't done that since Rick Allen was there.
Offensive.
Malik Monk kicking it out to Huerter, who started well but missed that three, and that's good box out by Draymond there.
But the thing about the pace is Warriors have to be more intentional this game. As good as they are in transition defense, a little travel there.
Oh man,
Major one of a combo guard scorer in college.
Man, he'd been injured. His first minutes in his NBA career were against Memphis. Steph knocked that away from Monk, but then Sabonis coming up and putting it in. So you're taking a big hole against a team that is 7th in the league in scoring.
And they're 18th in offensive rebound. That's not usually what they do, but they're seeing a chance against the Warriors. They're taking advantage of those opportunities.
Kyle Anderson, nice find. That guy can shoot as many threes as he wants. Steph Curry hitting that.
Steph just doesn't stop moving, and 2 defenders just kind of stayed inside, found himself open.
And without De'Aaron Fox, you got to really be impressed with the Kings beginning here. Foul.
In a year where the team has struggled with their three-point shooting, he's been a bright spot. They're 5th in turnovers. They take care of the ball so they can get back and get their defense set. So the Warriors make or miss, throw it ahead, sprint it ahead, do whatever you got to do.
You don't mind the Warriors shooting 50%, but the points off turnovers are 7-0. Second chance opportunities. Sacramento is getting up more shots. Warriors continue to live at the three-point line, 3 of 9 right now.
They're running that pick-the-picker where you set a back screen and get a screen yourself. If the Kings are there, put the ball on the floor, see if you can get something better.
Sabonis, nice finish.
He was just not taking no for an answer. Kept backing Trace Jackson Davis down. Talked about his physicality. Really does.
It's gone from bad to worse here for the Devils. And the Kings are just pouring it on them right now. It's a 13-3 run, and if you don't think you can lose an NBA game in the first quarter, you're wrong.
You need to get something going to the rim.
You saw Wiggins go repeatedly. He had 2 straight layups. Shot clock down to 3. Warriors don't have anything going right now. Trace couldn't quite collect that. It was a right pass. It's another turnover. Carter missing that 3. Can the Warriors run off of it? Kyle Anderson, he broke the paint. Schroeder,
Lay it up.
knocked away.
He can lay that one up.
This has been a really poor first quarter. There's no way around it. Kings have it hopping, making shots to Rosen. Setting up Herder for three. And when the Warriors force misses, got to rebound it, which they did. How do you heel kicks it out? Are layups illegal anymore in the NBA?
You got to get people jumping into people at the rim now. And see if you can just power up through someone, finish through contact.
Al Anderson on a really good reserve in Trey Lyles. He's been so good for Sacramento this year. Rudy missing the three. The Warriors are 3 of 11 on threes.
You're relying on a little too much now.
They're 4 of 6 on twos.
Move the ball around, create some long closeouts, try to beat someone off the dribble. You got Schroeder out there. He's got to get in the paint, see if you can start that movement, create some long closeouts with a kick out.
Show and go, and then the dunk.
So the Kings are in domination mode right now. You got to quell this momentum somehow with a 2-for-1.
Hey, layup, but he healed.
It's there for you. Man, you can't be deterred. Yeah, they guard the paint really well. Third and opponent points in the paint. But if you keep going, you'll find some openings to get to the rim.
And Warriors have not shot a free throw in the entire quarter either. You're not going to get any free throws if you don't attack inside. Under driving.
Be a block, pick and rolls, and especially with no.
That's that second free throw. The Kings have a foul to give. That's because Warriors haven't attacked the rim. 5 seconds left. Shot clock off. Schroeder. Hey, layups work. They've dug a 15-point hole, but they've changed their They didn't challenge soon enough.
Do it in time. If they would have done it in time, they might have won it. Steph
Indicated, so that hurts a number of different ways. You only have about a 30-second period to challenge, and they'll say the Warriors didn't do it fast enough. And Buddy Hield missing that corner three. Very little has gone right here in this half. Malik Monk missing, and all the Kings on the glass. And Carter unable to foul at home. Kyle Anderson, give me that.
I was say they're the more aggressive team, though, getting that many people on the glass. But Kyle Anderson just stayed with it.
Kyle Anderson hits the deck, and the lob to Carter, and he rattles it home.
Kick dunk. It's a dunk nonetheless, and the Kings are feeling great right now.
Buddy Hield open three, and he got it.
Make them pay at some point.
Sacramento's won 3 in a row. And they come here without De'Aaron Fox, but Warriors played last night, Kings did not. And whatever energy level, the Kings have been perfect from
the mid-range king.
70 in the first half, and we're not done yet.
They got 18 points off your turnovers. They're going to talk about that at halftime. That's another man.
Kings have taken 44 shots to the Warriors 38, and they've shot 59%. Monk. That's the handle, got it back. Can't advance it. Shot clock down to 4. Marvin Rosen a rare 3. And then you've got a foul on the inflicted on the Dubs.
In a row.
And bad
They're
time.
Playing well.
Yeah, they catch you on it back to coaching change right after the Kuminga injury. And without De'Aaron Fox won't miss many games. This is the first miss of the year. You can play without your star for 1 game. You don't want to play with.
It was the turnovers, and then they didn't have the mindfulness to their attack as transition. They're not going to let you have anything easy in transition, fast break points. So getting inside for long stretches of the game, it can turn out like this.
Down 22 here, and the Kings can go 2 for 1 to end the half. Malik Monk, there's the free one. They lose the first quarter by 15, and lose the second quarter by 10 so far. The Warriors are getting run out of their own building. Wiggins inside, and now the Warriors has the 7th best defensive team in the league as Wiggins rolls out.
And they're making sure they're not making a ton of mistakes defensively.
So can you finish the half on a defensive stop? Shot clock off. DeRozan is smart enough to take the last shot. Doing this for 16 years. Same draft to Steph Curry. And he ends the half.
Time.
One guy's been going inside is Wiggins, but he had that block by Keegan Murray.
Well, Keegan Murray expected him to reject that time, and he was there. Yeah, not cutting to the basket. He was just going through, and the Kings saw the opportunity through the pass, and it just met him in stride.
This is Sacramento's biggest lead of the game, and Wiggins averted the turnover. That was nice. Steph shot it well, but they've bottled him up in terms of ball handling. Wiggins missing that 3. So Keon Ellis with DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, along with Malik Monk and Keegan Murray. Said without De'Aaron Fox, you just look at how well the Kings have galvanized and played tonight. They've caught the Warriors a step slow on the back-to-back. When you watch the Kings, and I watch them a lot, is De'Aaron Fox is so good. He's the 5th leading scorer in the NBA. That they take turns. That's an offensive. Well, it's almost an embarrassment of riches because
Flow trying to take them out of rhythm somehow. Don't be surprised if Warriors try zone or something at some point.
Warriors will finish off the homestand Tuesday against Miami. Almost missing there. And offensive rebounds for a team that does not offensive rebound very often. And Murray missing that 3.
You got to find your physicality, hit them first, initiate contact.
This is looking for that split action. Wiggins little push shot. Andrew Wiggins
Andrew Wiggins knows what to do with it. Got a little stagnant there, but you finally found the split action, and he's going to go to work.
It's an eternity left in this game, but you got to start stringing together better possessions. They knocked it away from Sabonis. Malik Monk bottoming the three. What a game for him. 7 of 10.
That one was close to a turnover, and they figured it out.
Steph cutting, and I'm just saying, for the beginning of the game, plays like that had been there, and the Warriors just, I don't know what was happening the first 12 minutes.
Well, that time Keon Ellis was top blocking him, so it was the only thing for Steph to do that time. All the way, it's just finding ways to get everybody else going now too, and stop them.
Wiggins inside, and Wiggs his own rebound and hammer that down.
Just dunk it home. It's perfect. There's another Steph back screen. Got him inside. You get the small defender on him. Get your own rebound. Power up.
Steve Kerr's designs out of timeouts usually are very effective. Beautifully done.
Warriors just got to kind of slap themselves, get their energy up, get that physicality up.
Steph knocking it away.
Good vibes back in this half.
Maybe Malik Monk will shoot an air ball in 24 seconds.
Them going, you need it now.
Draymond just walked right in.
Ball screen, just cross pass with him. Defenders are backing up. Draymond Green's going.
And off of DeRozan's hands.
Here we go.
A stop. Can you score on the other end? Wiggins setting up Trace to lay it up and out. And there's no margin for error on these tonight. This big a deficit, you need everything. This one layup, and Steph turned Keegan Murray away.
How about that? He got up into him. Just got physical. Oh, Draymond got to turn around now.
That pass knocked away by DeRozan. And he'll lay it up and in.
The whole night. That's a momentum stop.
Stop turnovers, 22 of them. That lob knocked away.
I told you, this team gets back. When Malik Monk got back, jumped high. Sometimes these second games of back-to-backs, you can be a little flat.
Ellis missing that three. Kyle Anderson up top.
Spacing right.
Wiggins setting up Kyle. Buddy Hield open three. Those are the ones at this point you must hit.
And all the movement the Kings get.
Sabonis, nice out of bounds. This is a back-to-back with no travel.
That's it.
You know, when you, I try to tell people that don't do this for a living, like, you play, get on a plane, get in at 3 in the morning, like, those back-to-backs stink.
Right.
And the league has gotten rid of some of them. The most back-to-backs in the NBA, by the way, last year and this year. Shocker. But they're no fun. Right. And that's why teams' records on back-to-backs are usually awful.
And that's the thing, on the road, on the walkthroughs, you just got to do walkthrough like in the hotel rooms.
Yeah. And we highlighted at the early part of the telecast, the step goes right through the Kings laid in.
Their three-point shooting, their flow, their pick and rolls, their handoffs were all problematic.
Herder and Sabonis up top, shot clock at 10. Buddy Hield fought over that screen nicely. Herder at the rim, contested and laid it up.
You don't think of him as like a super athletic guy, but he stayed in the air a little longer that time.
Steph Curry.
Well, at times.
Yeah, Kings came in at 16 and 19. They're 7 and 7 on the road. The coaching change was precipitated by losing 5 straight home games, and a lot of them were just nail biters that really were frustrating. Buddy Hield, nice pass, and Kyle Anderson paying that off. And that was blowing a 19-point lead to Detroit and losing on a 4-point play.
Had some rough ones.
Warriors know all about those tough clutch losses and giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, another turnover, they're 17th of the night. Easy. Though, when they have a game like tonight, it becomes contagious.
It just kind of trickles down.
Yeah, 6 as 11. 21 from Malik Monk, 20 from Sabonis. Kings haven't had any problems scoring this year. Foul before Draymond launched that three.
Ellis.
It's an offensive foul. The goal is the 18th turnover. Sidestep three. Three-point shooting team. Like, the numbers don't make any sense. Tonight, looks like them. 13 of 28 on threes. Turner and Keegan Murray have just
10 threes in the first quarter.
and Malik Monk was 0 for 5 in that game on threes. Steph missing there. Kyle Anderson. Long reach. Tipped it to Draymond. You got a big lead on the road. More than happy to trade baskets. And for the Kings, they're always going to have that mentality when they play the Dubs. You see them 4 times. 2 years ago it was a game 7 where Steph went crazy to win it. Then the play-in, the Kings blew out the Warriors, ended their season. It was a good, healthy rivalry.
Oh, that's another. Well, they didn't call that. That is surprising. I just felt that one. He had nothing else to do but crumble to the ground. His lead.
Be the Warrior coaching staff for a
Team when you're just trying to make a turning point stick. This is not the performance you want.
No. Against a team that you're fighting for in the Western Conference, and first time you're going to see them in 4 meetings. The Kings have just had their way, really, from the beginning of the game. Carter missing that three, but he healed the rebound. Moody trail 3. Moses strapping that in.
For you.
Been down by 28. So we make it an interesting fourth quarter. Kings the night before.
Can you take advantage of that? Now I said it. Warriors are in a zone now, trying to get the Kings out of rhythm.
Rosen on the other side. They forced the miss, but Sabonis having it knocked away, and he's
Imposing.
one knocked away from Monk. Moody diving on the deck. What a nice play, Moses Moody. Buddy Hield open 3. Buddy is 1 for 5 from distance.
Those are the ones you need to come back in a game like this.
And some wide open misses on those.
But Moses Moody is getting after it, though. Got on the ground, some floor burn in your life.
Hey, you're not going to have Kuminga for 3 weeks. There's opportunity to play at the forward spot.
Especially since you're on the ground and no one's really pressuring you.
Could have cut it to 19 on that Buddy Hield 3, and now Kyle Anderson left his feet. Team turnovers.
Those cold play. A little bit left.
Finds me on the trace there. Buddy Hield setting up Trace. Off iron again. Trace Jackson Davis has had a tough time inside tonight.
He struggled to finish around the basket at times.
Big Monk doesn't struggle.
That was ferocious.
That Buddy Hield missed 3. That had a chance to enliven things. And once he missed it, the Kings have just taken advantage, and the Warriors can't buy one inside now.
And you've had too many swings like this. You miss a layup and the Carter inside for Kyle Anderson.
10 for Carter off the bench, the 7th King in double figures. Moody had that knocked away.
And the Kings are just flying around.
Yep.
Flying.
I think it's going to be interesting tomorrow as Monk is fouled.
You need to watch that back because you need reminders. Like, well, the thing is, like, you came out that way. That was coupled with the fact that they were on fire right to start.
Right. And the way to slow down a team on fire is to go get fouled, go inside.
Right.
I mean,
Have your possessions count.
Steph missing that 3. But you start quick shotting early threes and turning it over and fueling their offense, and the Kings were on $1 billion to begin the game. Still at 55% shooting. Carter off iron there. Another offensive rebound and Sabonis. So what could have been a 19-point game is ballooned to 33. You're going to have extensive garbage time in this fourth quarter upcoming. Moody, corner 3. Several games for Moses Moody. 13 of 16 shooting. And building the 30-point advantage as we begin this fourth quarter.
Well, Kings are 11th in the West, and they're looking to get moving. The NBA is relentless as Lyles continues to attack inside.
Yeah, they're going to have won 4 in a row, though, and Warriors had won 3 out of 4, and that's going to get stunted a little bit tonight.
That's what I'm saying. This is a talented team. As Pat's with the season they're having, they feel like they have way more talent than they've showed. They haven't shot as well as they're capable of. And it's almost the halfway point of the season. They're like, hey, it's time to get rolling here.
Kevin Huerter, DeMar DeRozan, and Trey Lyles working on the block. Warriors with Moses Moody jumping in the passing lane. I like what Steve Kerr did here. Pat Spencer, Moses Moody, Lindy Waters, Kevon Moody, and Guy Santos. Give me 5 guys that don't play a lot. They're going to
see what these guys can do.
Well, you have a lot of different roles in your career. What would be your mindset if you're Guy Santos or Lindy Waters or Pat Spencer right now?
Energy. Overwhelm them with your energy and drive it as much as possible as Pat Spencer's doing and get extra chance points.
Almost did. Moody able to put that home.
Second chance points.
DeMar DeRozan and the handle up top. The Kings are not going to take anything for granted in the first couple minutes of the fourth before they sub heavily. DeRozan is fun to watch. Almost anyone else in the league. You mentioned Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, mid-range guy. DeRozan's been doing it for 16 years.
Oh, yeah. He's doubled the amount of attempts from mid-range Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has taken.
He waters off back iron. Well, you think of that draft. Steph Curry was in that draft, and DeRozan was in that draft.
True.
James Harden in that draft. Cycle it to Keegan Murray, missing that 3, but Trey Lyles, what he does. What a great reserve big to have as he pulls that rebound. Kings have a lot of talent on the roster. Very good the last 2 years. DeRozan is the ad, but missing there. Moody with the board. Moody's been hot. Gonna shoot that 3. Reload, come off rhythm, and he's sending on 3s. Big. Remember the mid-range there, and you see Moody. Okay, you want offensive rebounds? I'll give you that. Lindy Waters missing that 3. Lon's got 5 boards and 6 minutes of playing time. It's fun to watch. Going to see the Kings 3 more times. Go up the golden one. That's a great atmosphere in the NBA. Great fans. Huerter. Hey, Kevin Huerter. Huerter's got 16 on 4 of 6 on 3s. And that's much more where they have been in their career. Spencer missing that 3.
Feels like the Kings have had the momentum the entire night. And then if you ever hint at going a run, you turn the ball over and you get a momentum stopper if you're the Warriors.
Lyles will get to the line. Yeah, well, once at the end of the final minutes of the fourth, the Grizzlies order. Yeah. You know, that's if you're in control at the end of 3, you win almost all the time.
And in the past, the Warriors have had the bad start and then fought back to make it a clutch game. Right. They played so many clutch games, but a lot of times it goes like this, where the team just gets on a roll if they come in hot, and there is no coming back.
The first game, and Spencer's fouled on that pass. The first game goes
too early. You can keep your dribble alive, get something better.
Nice. Pat Spencer and Guy Santos working well together there.
Well, it's great for these guys to get some run. Let Guy Santos get in there, get his feet wet. Like, as hard as these guys work in practice, again, going 3 on 3, 2 on 2, whatever it is, and just staying ready, keeping those legs alive.
Moody played DeRozan really well. They're forced to miss. GP2 has begun some on-court work, but he's a ways away, as is Brandon Pajemski. Kuminga's not going to be back for at least 3 weeks, so the Warriors are a deep team, but they're going to be tested. But it's opportunity minutes for a lot of different guys based on who's not available to play. Moody, nice delivery to Looney.
Eggs and get inside, find a way to maneuver in there, and because of that, you had Looney's defender have to come help.
And Lyles can hit that 3, and he does. Lyles at 39%. Another Kentucky guy.
Basically, doing work all over the league, but their 3-point shooting, it's got to come up after this game, the last couple games for them.
McLaughlin inserted. Perfect backup point guard. Came up with that steal. Keegan Murray. Missing there, Lindy Waters the rebound. And McLaughlin in Minnesota was always terrific coming off the bench. Warriors throw that one away. So 20 turnovers tonight. That's not fourth. They've been fun to watch, actually. Doug McDermott checking in with Jordan McLaughlin, Devin Carter, Alex Len getting an opportunity. Rattling that home.
The weak spot. I do think there is something to be said about the fact that the Warriors only had the 5 fast break points, nothing much in transition. So when you're having to spend this much time of a game in the half court, how do you deal?
Yep.
The Warriors kind of struggled tonight, turned the ball over, didn't have the flow a lot of the night.
Santos an open three, shot that long and strong. Orlando Robinson, you always hear coaches say it's tough taking the ball out of the basket. The teams are making shots, so you can't, unless you get stops, you can't run off that. Go against a set defense, and like you said, steady diet of half-court offense. Could be a little ugly. Pat Spencer.
That was awesome.
Playing against each other.
Wonderful. Before, when brothers are competing against each other, but
That and then Dell broadcasting, which is always fun.
it's amazing.
I think, we're going to see half of
the A and asking for advice and know who's going to do the same thing and be on that journey together. Nothing like it.
Well, how about when Markieff and Marcus Morris were on the same team, right? That was one of the funniest. They lived together, right? And the house had a really nice master bedroom, and it had a second bedroom. And they were trying to figure out who gets the master bedroom. So they had a video game competition to see who got the master bedroom.
I love it. Why not?
Having that knocked away.
Those guys can just change places if they want to. Those guys are identical.
It's like, okay, let's line up the Fortnite. Here we go. I want that master bedroom.
A lot of these guys are playing video games as their pastime.
Laughlin missing there. Devin Carter, he was a scorer.
And just missing 34 games with that shoulder injury. It's nice to see him back. Playing good minutes. They're going to have to rely on him. They need him off the bench to play well.
Andy Waters hitting that three. His first made three. And he's played well the last couple games. It's good to see that one go down.
I mean, that's been the other issue for this Kings team. They just had to rely on the starters so much. And when the starters haven't had it, the bench has just kind of not been there. So with a guy like Devin Carter who can score, be a microwave scorer off the bench, handle the ball, it's offensive foul, moving screen.
A lot of cold tub therapy and is a treatment for it. And they're associated with a company called Chill Shark. And the Spencer's brothers have been involved in that. It's really a good cause, and it's a good idea. Pat takes an ice bath every single day.
That's amazing.
Moses Moody missing there.
Yeah, those ice baths are no joke. You've taken one?
I've been in cold plunges before.
Sure.
And that's a mental.
You know what it is? It's the first 5 minutes. If you can get through the first 5 minutes mentally, that's the hurdle you got to get over.
Laughlin missing there,
and then you just sit there, make yourself just chill.
The people that do that, you see football players, a lot of NBA guys do that.
Well, I know Kuminga. By the way, you missed a guy like Kuminga in this game, having his. If you're that close to him, far away from the basket, he's going to blow by you a little easier.
And when he starts hitting threes, then you're even, he's a streaky three-point shooter, but he can make it. Moses Moody's offense is coming along nicely. Bottoms that from the baseline.
And Malik Monk has counter moves, too. Yep. That's the one thing. If you're there on the first move, can you guard the second one or the third one?
Warriors will have tomorrow off to regroup, and then Miami on Tuesday before they begin a 4-game road trip.
I need Sherpas. I need...
The games will all be played inside. So we'll be all right with that.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe we're going outdoors.
Detroit, Indiana, Toronto, Minnesota. Last look at Minnesota. Warriors have had some great games against them this year. Blocked by Alex Len as Pat Spencer was spit. Andy Waters hits that three because tonight just starting to build, having won 3 of 4. You're also trying to avoid the largest point deficit ever at Chase Center in terms of we have chronicled what the Warriors have not done tonight. Don't let that detract from how great Sacramento has been.
Right. Well, listen,
they've played just superb basketball.
Well, you lost by 50 to the Grizzlies, and you remember that, got revenge. Now you're going to have to remember this one for the next time you see the Kings.
Santos, what a pump fake. You can hear Coletta say, take a beat.
Take a beat.
Take a beat.
Come on.
Had 22 turnovers tonight.
Be quick, but don't hurry. You never want to be rushed. And that's what the problem was at times tonight. Warriors were kind of sped up.
Lockman tried to get it to Robinson. Looney still playing hard. Knocked that away. Santos, they swing. Moses Moody pays it up.
Yeah, there's some ball movement going.
Don't be surprised, Moses Moody with 11 points on 3 of 6 3-point shooting. He's going to get more opportunity. I mean, Kuminga was playing 30 minutes a night. There's Doug McBuck dropping that in. It's sitting right now at 33. Moody on Lamb reverses it up and in. Moses Moody.
Keep going. Get some momentum in the next game for Moses Moody.
Well, the Heat got blown out in their own building by Utah.
Yeah, they're going through.
They're going to play the Kings on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll be able to watch that game, and then the Warriors will play the Heat on. Excuse me, the Warriors play the Heat on Tuesday. They're going to play Miami tomorrow. Eric Spoelstra might have something for the Heat after that game. That was very un-Miami-like.
They do. That's the thing. When the teams come in the sense of
fire there, and Kings do not need to add to it. So this will not be the worst loss in Chase Center history. It will be the worst home loss of the year in terms of Cleveland, and now this game on this homestand. The Warriors have had the Warriors unable to build on their winning ways.